third. Anyways, we do have audio, 100%. Check. All right, cool.
Yo.
Welcome to Keepin Spiel with audio edition. All right, fucking episode number 17. We got Brett in the house. Booger Brett,
Yo.
Baloney Brett, Bologna Brett, Bologna Brett, however you say it. We got a whole lot of Game of Thrones to talk about. That's pretty much the majority of what we're going to be talking about today. So deal with it. Hell yeah. What up, Tyke, by the way? Yeah, so another fucking Monday, right? Day after Game of Thrones. We got one more episode left. One more episode until this podcast has no agenda whatsoever.
Yeah, basically, no.
So I strongly encourage somebody to make a really good show so we could discuss it. If anybody's listening and you can make a really good show for us to watch.
I got it. I got a few things up my sleeve.
All right. We're going to save them?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
We're going to save them because they're up my sleeves.
Top secret.
My sleeves are up here, not down here. So, yeah, we had audio issues because I don't know why.
Right. I don't know either.
I don't know.
It's a good thing we caught it super early, though. That's what I'm
Yeah.
going to say.
Like fucking the greatest and funniest shit ever. I mean, it's like,
Killed it.
oh, man.
Yeah,
you
we just had like the best jokes ever for like
Lost
that minute and a half that we had no audio.
It's funny just telling a joke and we're just high-fiving each other and shit during the podcast. But really, when people are watching it, it's just no sound. It's just us like.
Yeah, we are noobs, dude. Honestly, dude, I think it's Streamlabs is the noob. You put so many sources into it, and it just starts to turn to dog shit, dude, no matter what you do in it.
That fucking piece of shit at Starbucks gave me a fucking small lid. Sorry.
You just crammed it on there.
Yeah, man. It spilled all over my fucking dick on the way here.
Yeah, they gave me two cups.
Yeah, they gave him 2 cups
Yeah.
for his fucking. What was it?
This is delicious Java chip frappe.
All right.
For
Frappuccino.
that. Gave him 2 cups and they gave me a fucking lid. That's.
What do you mean, like a cup inside a cup? Like they just
Yeah.
put
Yeah,
two
they
out
just
of
put
the
2
thing?
cups in
Right.
there, and I'm assuming they broke the first cup and was just too lazy to like
Oh,
just
no.
dump the whole drink into the second cup. I'm like,
Yeah, man. The fucking. This lid for sure fell on the ground and they either stepped on it or it just fell on the ground and they're like, just put it on. And the fucking weirdest thing is that we went through the drive-thru and they asked for a name. Like, yeah, the only car in your fucking line, dude. That's us. So Brett was like, Brett? And we pulled up and they put his names on all the drinks.
Yeah.
Drive-thru.
Yo, Dan, Kenan Mike looks a little bit hot. He's number 2.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. Anyways, I'm gonna blame OBS, by the way, Tyke.
What is OBS? That's a football player,
Yeah,
right?
I'm sure they never get your name right. OBS is like the
Odell
program
Beckham
we
Sr.?
use to stream from.
yeah.
Oh. Can we get another one?
I'm hoping. I'm looking.
Oh, okay. Does it cost money?
No, it's free. That's why
Uh-huh.
it's fucking giving us
Gotta-
issues.
Gotta
No,
get
I
that-
mean like the streaming, like not this one, but like a different one, like a good one,
I
Is
mean,
this-
this is like
a pretty good one.
this is the most streamlined version of this sort of program. There's like
Super popular.
it's like the most streamlined, the easiest to use.
Okay.
And so like there's other ones, but you'd have to like if I wanted to put graphics and shit up there, I'd have to like code them out and stuff.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
is a whole lot
You
more
can
work,
always
dude.
pay like $7.99 and get OBS Pro, and you know.
Is it a month or just in 7? How is it?
You making this up? He's making it up.
always bullshit?
Yeah. Fucking lid's too small. Fucking
It's whack.
Pieces of shit.
You guys fuck with this?
What you got there?
Is that like a?
Strawberry banana nectar?
Is that
It's not very good.
Is it real juice or is it juice flavoring?
OBS is industry standard, but Streamlabs is like the streamlined version of that, pretty much. It's like basically like all these features of like a bunch of different programs crammed into one. It's like an integrated version of OBS, a more integrated version. I don't know why I'm saying that to you. You know what the fuck you know what the fuck it is, Taiki. What the fuck?
Hey, Taiki, real quick, man. Whatever that Snapchat filter is for dudes, makes them into a chick, and vice versa. That shit had me dying. Taiki did it, dude. I forgot what his caption was. That shit was great. So he was just like an Asian chick with long hair. Fucking awesome. I almost.
So which one is? Sorry.
So I'm glad you cut me off.
So which one is like? Which one is the more like? Which one is the better version to use then? I feel like this is off stream talk. I'll talk to you off stream about this. Anyways.
Fuck.
DM for a private snap. That's what he said. Fucking killed me. Oh man. But yeah, when we tried to go live, we asked Brett about what's new in his like kind of new job, and Brett, what did you say?
It's trash.
It was trash.
This is all trash.
No, you're good, dude. I'm down to fucking talk about this shit, but it's just the other two guests have no idea what the fuck we're talking about when we talk about stream stuff.
I kind of got an idea.
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know so much about what he's talking about. It almost depletes what Brett knows. Like that's how much I
Cancel each
don't
other
know.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's usually like, oh, I know so much about something that I can share that knowledge with everybody. But I'm just
I
in
don't know
such a
so much
negative.
that it makes you know less.
You know less. Like you forget. Like you'll
Yep.
explain something to me, and I'll be like, oh, what? And just say something so dumb. You'd be like, no, I forgot about the program and how it works. What?
Wait
I
a
don't-
minute.
Yeah, like what? What?
Fuck
Yo,
yeah.
Dan, make me a little bit bigger. I feel like I'm a dwarf up in this TV, dude. I want to be busting out of it, dude.
Blowing
You just
out.
unlock it and then just drag it from the corner just to make the whole thing bigger. I would drag it from the top corner. Anyways,
Then Brett said something about asking me on the way to Starbucks as I was cleaning my crotch of fucking espresso juice. He was
coffee dick.
coffee dick, coffee gooch,
Straight caffeine dick.
caffeine dick. Keep you up. Oh, could probably said a better joke. There's so
I'm sure
many now.
they make pills for that. You don't have to pour coffee on it. To keep
I was
it
just
awake.
like, it's cold. It's doing the opposite. Yeah, as I was cleaning my crotch on the way here, Brett asked me an interesting question. He asked, what do you think would happen if they just full blown legalized and regulated drugs, like basically everything, heroin and like, what would you say?
I said, fucking, if they legalized every drug, heroin, coke, acid, meth, everything, even prescriptions, you know what I mean, for recreational usage. But, I mean, it could do more good for humanity than bad, you know what I'm saying? Like at first couple of years, it's going to be fucked. Like shit's going to be super fucked. But I don't know. I think it could improve day-to-day life for citizens of the world. You know what I mean?
Right.
We'd have to start on a nation level.
Yo, just swap me and Brett around, because he's also like that.
Dude, people are fucking, people are for sure dying.
Yeah. Lots of people are dying. You fucking said, homeboy's gonna be coming into work all aged out, you know what I'm saying, trying to fucking drive a high-low and shit. Like, it's not gonna be good.
Yeah.
But the end result, you know what I'm saying? Fucking moderations for different types of people. Everybody's got a different body type. They can fucking handle different shit different ways. And, stigmas around bullshit just fucking ruins it all. Ruins all the fun. You know what I'm saying?
My whole thing is, dude, is there's more people out there than you think that are full-blown mindless and don't think for themselves.
Bro.
There's full blown way too many of those people for you
So-
to think that they're not gonna go and make. You just saying we'd be fine without them because we need those people.
No,
Like,
we
junkies?
need lots of
no,
people,
like
dude.
just dumb followers that will follow junkies to be a junkie. You know what I'm saying?
I don't need them. Here's my belt.
No, dude, I didn't think about that point of just like we need slaves, bro. I
Oh,
mean,
bruh.
like seriously, like
Like,
those
we're not going
those
down this
listen,
route.
Easy,
No,
bro.
I had you on the
but
podcast for
slaves
4
slaves
minutes,
to
dude.
society, right? Right, like
Oh.
like all the fucking assembly workers that are just mindlessly working, doing the
Oh,
exact
yeah.
same thing every single day. We can't lose all those people. They're essentially slaves. You know what I'm saying? Like you're doing the exact same bullshit every single day of your life. Not a lot of people can do that. Like people that actually have minds that could fucking make shit happen. You know what I mean?
He's a factory rat too.
I mean, no matter what job you work,
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
Slave.
For
Your
sure.
Labor. That's it, really.
For sure. I mean, dude. I don't know.
You just saying we need that, or we need?
I mean, now I'm rethinking the whole thing. No, for sure.
Wait, what? You said wait. I thought we were talking about junkies. How did we get on slaves? You saying just pay them in heroin?
He was saying that workers are slaves. I guess.
Yeah, well,
In
I
a
mean,
sense.
He has
yeah.
a
Sense, yeah.
skewed version of what a slave is. To be honest, that's like
Yeah.
just to compare it like that, dude. It just shows how naive that is, dude. Like think about actually being a slave, dude.
Oh, for
Why would you
sure.
relate it to having a
No.
job, dude? Like it's nothing close to the same thing.
No.
Yeah, because if
Yeah.
you're a slave, it's not like you punch out and you're like, I'm gonna just
Go
go
home and fuck my
Yeah.
wife. No, you just don't do
They
that.
just
Nah,
continuously
that's
shit
true.
on you, and you
Ye-
don't get paid.
You're fucked.
Yeah, so I'm still like baffled right now. It's
Yeah, I'm sorry, black people or anybody who's. I'm just sorry for him, guys.
we love
Fuck
Brad.
yeah.
No, I don't know, man. Like essentially, I get what you're saying. Like working for somebody else is in a sense a slave, but you get a wage, so you're not
Yeah,
a
my whole
slave.
point
But if
though
like
was
the wage is like barely enough to make ends meet, then what
It's not my
are
boss's
you?
fault.
I know. I'm just.
No, I
it's
know,
just
but
that
like
poor argument
sarcastically.
that people make, dude.
I feel like my whole point was just
We're
more
for-
so people could moderate certain things to fucking increase productivity, creativity, innovation, shit like that with the use of recreational drugs. It's just a lot of people are held back because of stigmas and it's illegal.
Brett, you work in a factory, right?
Yeah.
How many of those motherfuckers that you work with are addicted to pills?
Like 80%.
Probably, yeah.
Right.
You know
What's
I mean?
the employee capacity or like how many?
Well, I
employees?
mean, there's only like 13 guys there,
Oh.
so and
You just happen to be
majority
the
of
guy, the one guy that's not fucking
nah, but you know what I mean.
the Zan man.
Shit, the fucking working for the big three, man. I fucking left that gig, but working with the big three, it was just like everybody had a thing, man. Like there was a time where I was hanging with these cats, right? We'd go fucking smoke a joint on lunch, smoke a joint on both breaks and shit like that. And these cats every fucking day, 8:30 in the morning, they're like, gotta go get breakfast. What you talking about? Run up to the store, get a couple tall boys of Steel Reserves. You know what I'm saying? Like the Steel Reserve, the malt liquor and shit like that. Like
you have
I mean,
a good job, dude. Like you don't need to buy Steel Reserve on your
But-
break, dude.
but I don't know, man. Like that's just the routine. That's what works for them, I guess.
I mean, I guess that comes down to, shit people can get good jobs, I guess, because
Yeah.
they're just not gonna get rid of fucking the Steel Reserve, fucking.
Last week at work, I was shaking up a juice, and this guy, because we just switched from nights to days, so there's only one shift now. So a bunch of the younger people mostly come to the day shift, and I was shaking up a juice, and the guy's like, "Oh, what do you got there?" And I was like, "A juice." And he's like, "Yeah, I know, but what are you gonna put in it?" I was like, "Nothing." He was like, "Oh, I know how you night shift guys roll." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, get shit faced and then get out of work at 2 in the morning. That's the way to go."
It's a terrible idea.
He's like, oh, I don't know. I drink at 8 a.m. So
Yeah, man. Those fucking dude, night shift sucks. Thinking about that, You know, I mean, like, it's a tight gig, but when you got to drive home and shit around 2 a.m., like, especially working with the bars, too. Like, I can't tell you how many times I got pulled over working, you know, at a bar back in this and that, whatever. I got beer on me and shit like that. And then, you know, you smell like beer because you're around drunk assholes all the time and fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking reek of booze, you know? Where you coming from? What you doing? Whoa, where you going? Oh, fuck you. I'm just going home from work, motherfucker.
Right.
Whoa. Oh.
Get out of the fucking car, kid. You're like, oh.
You're going to jail.
Same shit happened to me on my way home. Literally the other night, I got a ticket for speeding, but dude giving me a bunch of shit, dude. He's like, "What's that in your back seat there?" I'm like, "It's a fucking electric tire pump, dude. Like, what do you want?" Like, I'm like, "Are you gonna give me the ticket so I can leave or not, dude?" But he was like, "You're coming home from work?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I'm just gonna." He's like, "Can you just follow my finger with your eyes?" He's like, "It's just I could just smell alcohol." And I'm like, "Dude, I've been fucking dealing with alcohol all night, dude." I'm like, of course." And I'm like, he does the thing with my eyes, and he's like, "Oh, I had to check, man. You know, like pretty much like sorry, but I had to check." And I was like, "It's fine, dude. I don't know."
But I mean, you shouldn't have
About that ticket though. Let's get
Yeah.
it rolling, dude. Like,
You shouldn't have to go through all that. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of whack though. That you got to go through the whole fucking process.
what do you mean?
Well, he didn't make you do the whole fucking
Oh yeah,
walking.
it's because there's
thing
no
and-
fucking reason to do it, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, how many times I've fucking been trimming and shit. And dude, when you trim weed, like, you reek. I
Oh,
mean, you know what I mean? And it's definitely a different smell than smoking weed, but it's like getting pulled over with that situation. Whoop. You gotta have tons of weed in the car.
Right.
Where's all the weed at? Like, it's in my pants sleeves, it's in my
Right.
clothes, it's in my pockets. What
Right.
do you want me to tell you?
it's right here. when I
Yeah,
fucking
look
pull
at my
fingers apart.
hands. My hands are so fucking sticky right now. It's like I got weed all over me, bro. What do you want?
Yeah,
Can't help it.
cops can't live with them. Apparently can't murder them either. So, fuck.
Fuck yeah.
Brett, you watch Game of Thrones?
Nah, I was telling. I tried watching the first episode.
Did you
For
really?
real?
Yeah, like 4 times, bro.
4 times?
And I kept falling asleep every time. Very first episode, I just could not go through it. And
Yeah,
like,
it's
everyone-
something that definitely just builds.
yeah.
Yeah, you
That's what everyone tells me is the fucking you got to get through the first season for character development and shit, and then after that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
first season is like you can tell it's way less budget and stuff like that, but like it's still really well put together, dude. Like
Yeah.
if you just watch it, super good story, dude. It's like I don't know, man.
If you had to relate it to like the Lord of the Rings,
I would say it's like it's an epic like that in a sense, but it's a little more focused on like like internal conflict with each character instead of like a conflict of like this main villain and
Yeah.
like it's like just every character has their own arc. They all change and turn into different things. It's like basically the conflict of the human heart is really what it's about, like at the end of the day. But
fuck yeah.
it's cool. It's really cool just to see like the characters change and stuff because they turn into completely different people over time. It's like cool
Through
through
the
actions
of
and
what happens to him. Yeah, that's dope. No, that's dope. I've pretty much exclusively been watching anime for about a year and a half now.
Oh yeah, exclusively.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not
Would you watch a Game of Thrones anime if they made it?
fuck yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I would too.
I mean, I'm down to watch Game of Thrones. It's just like that's an investment.
It is for
You
sure.
know what I mean? For like what? There's 7 seasons now or some shit.
It's
8
on the
seasons?
8th, yeah.
Eighth.
Yeah.
But they're only 10 for the majority of them. They're only 10 episodes a season.
So
Yeah,
10
for-
hours a piece.
Yeah,
Roughly?
every season.
Yeah, first 6 seasons is 10, and then 7 and 8 are
7 and 6 episodes.
yeah,
So it's
That's
like,
not too bad.
It's
but-
not bad, dude. I'm telling you.
lazy motherfuckers.
I mean, it's crazy. Like you think that's a lot, but like once you get rolling with it, dude, like it's got so much replay value too. Like I've watched the whole series like 5 times, dude, like at least. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it's just got that. You can just watch it and catch new things.
Yeah.
It's just such a layered story that there's just so much going on. You
Like
just
that
catch-
Starbucks cup.
Yeah.
Well,
They got that shit real quick,
yeah,
dude.
two layers.
Yeah.
But
Drop
yeah.
for a second. What did the audio? Audio didn't drop, did it?
First,
No. Anyways.
yeah, man, fucking. I watched it like exactly a year ago. I've only rewatched it twice, but it does have that. I could easily just rewatch it right now,
Yeah.
like
Fuck
again.
That's what's up. I got season 4 on DVD.
I wouldn't start there, but it's a good
Like-
season.
My girl's uncle bought it for me for Christmas, and he was just like, "Yeah, you know, I know you like Game of Thrones. Here's season 4."
He said.
He just got
I've
you
never,
like
never watched the show
mid-series.
before. Yeah, never watched the show before. No, this was a couple years ago when it
Right.
like season 4 was the most recent. It just came out on DVD, and he's like, "I got you. I know how you like Game of Thrones." I'm
You
like,
know damn well you just either stole that or like found it.
no, it was fresh. He bought 2.
it
He's like, "Oh, I fucking ordered 2, so, you know, I know you like this show."
was in the Big Lots bin.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah, like,
Do
yeah,
I?
my fucking flannel in the breast pocket.
hell,
And right there.
Sorry, I'm sharing this video, this podcast to like some podcast groups on Facebook. Just go ahead and talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
He's lighting up a blunt. Dude, yeah. Last night's episode was fucking pretty dope, and just how the vibe of fucking season 8's been going, people have been kind of upset about, rightfully so. You know, there's a lot of shit that's been rushed and plot holes, and people were even complaining about last night's episode because Homegirl fucking finally snapped, and I was like,
I see why people, because I've said this since like season 3 or like since around then. I've been like, yeah, she's definitely gonna turn evil. But like, I feel like the show did a poor job of like actually foreshadowing it to make it actually come to fruition and me believe it. Like it's just like
that's how I pass blunts on. I don't smoke.
it's like I feel like it was just her turning into that was rushed only so we don't see it coming, which is not what I care about. I don't want to not see it coming. I want
Yeah.
to know it's coming and it be fulfilling even still. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a way to do that, and they didn't do it. But I'm fine with it. Like I totally get it. I thought it was really cool, like the way they did it, even though.
Yeah, man. I kind of wish that, like, the reason why I wish it was 10 or even, like, 12 episodes is for 2 reasons. One, like, the whole her turning into the Mad Queen, like, to develop that in the final seasons, to build her, not slowly, but, like, yeah, slowly losing her shit instead of, like, all right, one episode, her best friend dies, and the next episode she's just ripping the city around or burning the city down. For that reason, I wanted more episodes. And another one was the whole Varys thing. Like, that just was too quick.
Yeah.
It was like he was a traitor in the next episode. It was like, yeah, you did.
Right.
Like, if it was like 2-3 episodes to build it.
And what's funny about that is like she finds out, or she already knows that other people betrayed her at that moment. She's like thinking about it, and Tyrion's like, I have to tell you something. She's like, yeah, somebody betrayed me. And she's like, Jon Snow. And he's like, no, Varys. And it's like, all right, let's go kill him right now.
Yeah.
It's like you just said that somebody else betrayed you even worse. Like
Yeah.
somebody else did. Like
Because
it's
he
like, all right,
fucking told
got time
everybody.
to kill this guy. Like, and John's just standing there and like, I don't know. I know they're like in love or supposed to be or trying to be or whatever, but like I don't know. It just felt like, all right.
so you talking about the blonde chick that rules the dragons turned
Yeah.
evil? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
Dude, yeah. That's why I wanted more episodes. It's just for shit like that. It's just like one episode this happens with a certain major character in the next episode. It's like immediately acted upon because it's not 10 episodes.
Right. Before there'd be like episodes in between and some build up and like, yeah. I feel like they did it on purpose to make it seem like a shock. But like, dude, if you actually pay attention, dude, that's shit's it's just supposed to happen. You're supposed to see it coming from a mile away, dude. Like,
Dude, I mean, I was happy. I was happy, satisfied with last night's episode.
I was too, man. I thought it was like
Finally felt like older.
because it gave me a lot of things. I mean, it gave you a lot of closure on stuff. It wrapped a lot of things up, but it gave me a lot of things I really wanted to. I've been waiting for since episode 1, dude. Like the fucking Clegane mole, dude. We'll talk about that later, though. But
So epic.
fucking
Yeah,
A, dude.
so Varys is executed for being one of the quote-unquote traitors. Or just basically being real. I guess that makes you a traitor now.
Yeah.
But,
if I was him, I would have at least been like, yo, you remember when you were like, if you have something to say to me, you'll look me in the eye and tell me you think I'm doing wrong?
yeah.
I would, before she killed me, I would have at least been like, yo, remember when you said that? And then I told you that I think you're doing wrong, and then you just stormed off like a little girl. You remember that?
Yeah,
I'd be like, you remember that? Now you're going to kill me over it because I fucking took action? Like,
Fuck
don't
yeah.
know.
And then what? Then what happened? I had it on my phone.
yeah, after that, there was basically like a... Yeah, what's the next main thing that... I think it just pretty much starts the... Well, you find out that Jaime was caught leaving right after that. And then Tyrion sets him off. He sets him free to go try to, like, one last effort to try to have him convince Cersei to fucking back down.
Yeah, real quick. Before Tyrion goes to Jaime, it's kind of an important scene is that when Tyrion goes sees Dany right after Varys' execution, and Grey Worm's there, and she's basically telling him what to do.
Yeah.
Grey
And he's
Worm in
like,
the
"Yo,
army.
if
If they ring the bell, you know, don't like stop attacking them. So the whole ringing the bell later on in the episode actually has something to play with like an important role in that episode. But yeah, then after that Tyrion goes, finds out, Dany tells Tyrion that they captured Jaime to go back to his sister. So he goes and sees Jaime.
We might be dropping frames, dude. No, we're not. The bandwidth might be too high, but we can't do anything about that right now, dude. Try refreshing your browser, dude. Anyways, go ahead.
So yeah, then Tyrion goes and sees Jaime, who's held captive, and basically lets him go and tells Jaime just fucking escape with her and shit. Like, basically don't stand a chance.
Yeah, he goes to Davos. Yeah, it's another. Yeah, I forgot. He goes to Davos to have him basically smuggle a boat. Basically smuggle them out of there.
Yeah.
Because of the fucking deal.
That scene was actually pretty emotional.
Yeah, dude.
Because you didn't know if they'd ever see each other again. And Tyrion was like,
He's
you're the only
he's
person
the
that
only
treat me like a monster when I was a kid and shit. And Jaime did the same thing for Tyrion when he was, you know, a prisoner or whatever. He fucking cut him loose.
I will say I like the symbolism they always put in Jaime and Tyrion scenes. They always find a way to make it to where when the important stuff happens, they found a way to like actually look eye to eye, actually physically. Like in this episode, it was because he was tied up onto that pole on the ground. They were basically face to face, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just makes it like, I don't know, it's a cool little touch to add to the scene. And before, when Tyrion tells Jaime, when he's like, it's like a few episodes, it's like episode 1 maybe of this season, where he's like, you always knew what she was, and you did it anyways, pretty much.
Yeah.
During that scene, he's on the stairs and he turns around, so they're face to face, eye to eye, which is really cool. Like I like how they do that with them too, or did that with them too.
Yeah, so they were gonna go to Pentos. That was the plan, Cersei,
Right.
and well, she had no idea, obviously,
Right.
but fucking Jaime and Cersei.
Yeah, we said that he like betrayed her.
Yeah.
That's what you meant by that.
And then the next scene, I think, is basically like at King's Landing and fucking
It's basically the start.
like a G, Arya and the Hound just walk up in that bitch.
Yeah.
Well, the Hound has to like put a hood over his head. His face is quite recognizable.
I'll tell you what, dude. Like throughout this episode, I kept like, it always had me giddy, dude. I was always like, oh shit, here we go, dude. Like the start of that, like when you see them in King's Landing, you're like, oh shit, dude, they're fucking there. Here we go. Like when they show like the fucking everybody on the walls of King's Landing, like loading up the scorpions and stuff, building the tension, and like, everybody getting ready and shit.
Dude, and then real quick, I think I found after last night's episode, I think I found competition for the most useless character next to
Talking about Pete Holmes from the Golden Company.
Yeah. What's his name?
Henry Strickland or whatever.
I don't know if we said this before, if you said it on the previous podcast, but in a world of fucking names like Sandor Clegane, Harry Strickland, you sound like the fucking afternoon shift fucking manager at like AutoZone or something.
Right. Sound like the right.
Yeah. Spot on.
That
was
I
fucking
couldn't even
spot
top
on.
it. Yeah, you're right.
Harry Strickland. Like, oh yeah, you just need some new brake pads. Well, we'll rotate that for you.
Harry character's name.
Yeah, Harry Strickland. In the fucking Game of Thrones universe, everybody has a name like Davos Seaworth, Sandor Clegane, Tyrion Lannister. Harry Strickland. He's just wearing a fucking one-piece, like, oily AutoZone suit, and he's just, like, wiping his hand like this, setting a sandwich down.
Remember that dude from Quaithe? The black dude from Quaithe?
Oh, the
his
fucking
name?
Malcolm Jamal Warner?
Zoran Duck Sauce or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, the weirdest name possible. Like, and then Chris, or whatever, basically.
I can't. There's that one glass in front. Did you talk about the assassination up by...
Yeah, we pretty much talked about it. We didn't say that that's specifically because you don't know how he plans that, but that's basically the idea. That's what they're implying for sure when he's saying that. But I don't know, man, because like, what was Varys about to say when Jon cuts him off? Because he's like, you will rule well, and while she, and then says something, and then he cuts her off, or he cuts him off.
Yeah.
So it's like, what? Was he really planning on killing her, or I don't know. I'm sure that's the only way to really do it, but like, I don't know. We didn't go specifically assassination on that. But he was the only one that was fucking real enough to see what was going on. Like,
yeah, dude, fucking the Hound and Sansa just walk up in that bitch like, yep.
it's also like Danny. Everybody told you that nobody's going to love you when you show up in Westeros. Everybody told you that, dude. Like, everybody along the way told you that. So why'd you get all bummed when nobody loved you when you showed up? Like, it's like, nobody loves me.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking Jamie, he shows up too, but he can't make it in the courtyard, the Red Keep.
Yeah, they close the gates and lock them.
So that motherfucker has to make a beeline, go a different route.
I thought they were going to make it prominent about like showing the people trying to get in and like showing people get crushed and shit. They were like implying that was going to happen.
No, they were saving them for later.
Right.
Like, as brutal as that sounds. So yeah, Jamie has to take a different route, and then it's just like this standoff between Jon Snow's troops and Harry Strickland, and there's like 15,000 of them. And it's just like this weird like standoff, and then it clips to Bamar Greyjoy on the Iron Fleet. They're all getting ready, and just like he turns around and looks back up in the sky, and just like it looks at like clips back to him, and he's just like, "Oh, this one's hackered, bro." And then you just see the dragon come in and just fucking destroy the fleet. Just straight burns all the ships, and I was just like,
easily too, dude.
yeah, it was super easy. And Bamar Greyjoy has to jump off the ship, and I was like, ha.
That's I saw as soon as they didn't show him actually get burned. I was like, oh, he's coming back for sure.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but and can we just talk about how ridiculous that was when he did come back for a second? I know we're not there yet, but
I thought as soon as I saw him, like that
I
scene.
seriously said out loud, "Oh, here we go." That's what I said when I was watching it. I was like, "Here the fuck we go, dude."
Yeah, dude. When the Iron Fleet was getting attacked and Bamar Greyjoy was on it, and his ship got attacked, and he had to
Yeah.
jump off. Just in my head, real quick, I was like, "I'm Bam Greyjoy, and this is jumping off a ship." The shittiest fucking character, but apparently in the books,
this is shipwrecked.
Haggard.
Haggard. Saying Haggard every
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
2
There's a
seconds.
fucking character on that show that's just a fucking piece of shit, and he
He's the
looks.
worst character on the show. Dude.
He looks like-
not like he's just a
Just a
badly
poorly
portrayed
written
character.
character,
Like
yeah.
he's a guy you hate. For
Yeah.
no reason. Like what a douche.
But he's decked out like Bam Margera. But the character's last name is Greyjoy, so I just call him Bam Greyjoy.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I'll find a picture of
yeah.
him, Brett. But
I gotta see this shit.
yeah, dude. So the Iron Fleet gets fucking attacked, and it clips back to Harold Strickland, still in that standoff, and just all of a sudden everybody's just like, "You hear that?" And then just the fucking Danny and Drogon
I
just
love how
fuck him in the butt.
they call back to the scene where you're talking about where they're where she's telling Grey Worm what to do. She's like, "You'll know." She's like, "You'll know when to attack or whatever." And like as soon as they hear the bombs, you see Greyjoy step up like, "Oh, dude, here the fuck we go!" Like he's ready, dude. I thought that was really cool,
Yeah.
just to show his anxiousness and how like willing and shit he is. Could you just take a second and just imagine, just like being on the front lines of one of those, like, dude, like fuck that, dude.
What the fucking just any of those
Any of the
armies?
wars, yeah.
Oh
just
yeah,
take the
you're
dragon
dead.
out of it. Right,
That's why you're
right,
there.
Right.
It's like you're here to like give us some time.
Right.
Don't die too quickly, but you're gonna die. It's
Right.
like yes, I'll try my best. Can I have a weapon? Nope, just run. Yeah. So the fucking dragon just starts attacking the wall, and burns like
Just takes out the fucking Golden Company. In like
Yeah.
minutes,
useless
dude.
characters.
Seconds, dude. Like 10,000 people just burned
burning
to a
alive,
crisp, dude.
yeah.
Like,
Just screaming for life, and probably their moms and shit on Mother's Day.
right. Yeah, it was Mother's Day.
Yeah,
dude.
so it was
Fuck.
awesome.
Sick.
Yeah, dude, it was a sick show, man. You stay dedicated, you get shit like that.
This episode really is some kind of payoff in some way, whether or not it makes you feel terrible or what, but like it's like definitely like holy fuck.
Yeah.
Even if like I don't know, man, as fucked up as that scenario is, and you're like, dude, this is fucking awesome, dude. Like all this shit is dope.
So yeah, and as soon as the Golden Company gets attacked and shit by Drogon and Dany, the fucking North or whatever, all those troops just starts at the same time just start fucking charging and shit. Like the wall's taken down, now they can breach it. But on their way in, they just start. If you're not on fire or dead, you're basically getting your head cut off and stabbed by the other soldiers. And it was just so brutal just seeing like that happen. And then the breached part of the wall, just all the troops just like
Right.
filing in,
Right.
just super like,
Funneling
oh,
in.
somebody actually breached King's Landing after how long of not,
Right.
that not being the case. And then they just like start going ham on fucking soldiers and shit on the small streets. That shit was dope. Just as the war inside of like a city.
Inside the city walls.
Yeah, just a city in general, because it's always, every battle. I'm
It's
probably
been
not
in the fucking just in the
field,
open, right?
Yeah,
Right.
in a field or fucking, but it being like in a city and shit. Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And then
I've never seen a fucking army get wiped out so fucking easily, though, dude. Like, that was crazy. It just shows, like, how much actual power she had before she lost the other 2 dragons, you know what I mean? Like, imagine if she had all 3 dragons and went up in there,
dude, yeah, that was
Like-
thinking. I was like, this was just one dragon. If it was
Right.
3 of them,
And, like, dude,
overkill.
how easy she took out their defense mechanisms of the scorpions, every single one of them, dude. Like, just,
I'm gonna grab some water.
yeah.
Brett's grabbing water, which means he's leaving. No, he used to just start taking everything. Yeah, so a chunk of that was just them fucking just murking the Lannister troops, and then the bell starts to ring.
Yeah, there's a cool scene where they're just, like, waiting. Everybody's kind of waiting. Like,
Oh, the
Tyrion-
standoff.
Yeah, Tyrion's like, this is a perfect time for them to ring the bell. I love what they do too, 'cause like, it's kind of cool. They like make this tension for like, is she gonna fucking ring the bell? Is she ever?
Yeah.
Like, what a heartless bitch, too. Like, is
She's
she
like-
ever gonna ring the bell? And then she does, and then what happens afterwards? It's like, holy fuck, like, It was
Yeah.
like it completely flips. You know what I mean? I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, she was like, they'll never be defeated. They'll fight for their queen to the end. It's like, yeah, this is the end, though. That's
Right.
the thing. It's done. So, yeah, dude, it's just a standoff between the North, or the fucking Unsullied, Dothraki North, and the Lannisters. And the Lannisters are just like, fuck this. They just all drop their swords.
Right.
And then the bell starts to ring, and they're like, oh, thank God. Like, we've surrendered.
Right.
And then it clips to Dany just looking at the bell, and she's just kind of like, I don't know, has some like, what's that word? Like, basically like a flow of emotions like hit her. That
Right.
King's Landing was her father's and shit.
She got to thinking.
Yeah, and then she was just like, and it just went, started torching the fucking whole
Yeah,
city.
It like wasn't enough for her.
Yeah, so when it was funny when it started torching the city, when she started torching the city, like the Lannister troops were like, "Hey, man," and like they like looked at Jon Snow and like Grey Worm, and Jon Snow was like, "Yeah, I don't know,
Right.
like what the fuck," and then Grey Worm was just like still upset because my Sunday was dead, and so he just led the attack, and Jon Snow was like, "Yo, dude, like what the fuck?
Right.
This is not the. This is very unhonorable."
Right. Yeah, that was weird, man. Just seeing it change, like them just turning to the bad guys, all
Like-
of them. Like,
Like the whole time as that was going on, and it clipped back to Cersei, and she was like her mouth kind of like open and like shocked that they were still attacking the city. It was funny to see her with that response or that reaction, because it was like, oh man, somebody's shittier than me.
right.
Like it was like, you're doing exactly what you shouldn't be doing.
Right.
You're burning the city down, man.
She like fucking doesn't. Like, dude, you imagine how long it actually take to fucking keep burning a city like that down with a dragon or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, think about the time you have to make a second guess about it. She's just still just doing it. You know what I mean? Like,
Then yeah, majority of that scene or part was just the straight fucking brutalization of that city, just being torched, and then the fucking soldiers just basically murdering like men, women, and children, just
yeah.
citizens, not even fucking like threats, just like women, old, young, and it's just like, oh, okay, here we go.
Right.
Like at first when she was attacking the soldiers in the wall and shit with the dragon and like the Golden Company, it was like, hell yeah. And then after the bell rang and like 2 minutes into that onslaught, I was like, all right, you guys can probably stop. I was just kind of like, is this,
It's about good now.
what are you ruling after this?
Right.
Yeah, and then fucking Jamie shows up on the shore. And then who's behind him? Bamar Greyjoy. He's like, hey, Deed. And they have a duel.
yeah.
What did he,
I don't know. I feel like they just gave too much to fucking Euron, like in the show. Like, give too many cool things to him for no reason. Like, still doesn't make me even like him. Like, just I don't know. I know he didn't actually kill Jamie, but like, getting the best of him for the most part is like, they're gonna give that to him along with they basically credit him for killing that dragon, even though like, I guess you'd never see him take that shot that hit the dragon.
Yeah.
But like, they credit him for doing it, but. You know what I mean? Like, he killed a dragon, almost killed Jaime Lannister. Like, I don't know. And he's a fucking douche. Like, I don't like that they did that. It's kind of cool seeing him just kind of like, that's the only thing he cares about is like, you know what I mean? At the end of it, when he's dying, he's like, I'm the man that killed Jaime
Yeah.
Lannister. Like,
dude, when he was just looking up in the sky and he was saying that, I just thought like it was going to go a cheesy route and like a big boulder was just going to fall on him because like the
Right.
destruction of the city and
Right.
shit was falling. He just gets smudged and he's just like, I'm the one that just like, I'm Bamhar Greyjoy and I'm dead. And then Arya and the Hound walk into the castle and shit.
yeah.
And that was another fucking kind of like emotional dope scene.
him
was just
talking to
being
her in that
stubborn.
fucking map room or whatever.
Yeah, the map room. She was just being stubborn, and he's like, "Yeah, you want revenge?" He's like, "That's the only thing I've been living for my whole life."
Yeah, that
And
shit was fucking so dope.
It was just so, it was dope, like dope acting on that guy's part, because as he was talking at like a calm voice, and she was just being stubborn and would like turn her head, and he's like, "Listen to me, fucking listen to me," just like yelling.
It was dope.
And it finally like reached her when he was like, "If you come with me, you're gonna die. Is that what you really want?"
Right.
He's like,
I like how he
the
just
fire's
like,
gonna get her.
Right, yeah, he's like, fucking fire's gonna get her. Fucking maybe one of the Dothraki's gonna get her.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Oh, and then the dragon
either way,
screeches.
she's dead, so
yeah.
just go.
And then when the dragon screeches, he looks up. He's like, maybe that dragon will eat her.
Yeah.
That shit was dope.
Whoa, yo, what'd I miss?
8 seasons.
Oh, fuck.
We're about to get to pretty much the dopest part of the episode, according to me at least, because I've been fucking waiting for this since episode 1. This is fucking Clegane Bowl, dude.
Yeah,
On
really.
the stairway, dude, that's just crumbling and shit, dude. So fucking dope, dude. Dragon flying overhead, fucking. Dude, these two brothers, dude, like, when they were kids, one of them's called the Mountain. He's basically just huge, like, killing machine, dude. Like, no remorse, like, just fucking rapes and pillages. And this other character who's kind of a dick, but I don't know, different. But anyways, they had this fucking standoff when they're kids, and he burns his face, half his face or whatever.
For playing with his toy.
Yeah. Yeah, so he burns like half his face. So basically, it was like they tease you with this fucking interaction with these dudes since like episode 1 of like they're gonna fight, and
Yeah.
you're like, you just wait for it, dude. So you finally get this in this last episode, and
Second,
seriously, the dopest shit. This dude, his brother, the Mountain, gets reanimated. He basically dies and gets reanimated into this like zombie type, fucking undead type, fucking dude.
Still raping and pillaging.
Pretty much, still killing for sure.
yeah, killing for sure.
Oh yeah, I
And
guess he raped the fucking sand snakes and shit too, didn't he? Or or no, the
Elia
yeah,
Martell. Yeah, when
yeah. Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
Elia Martell. Yeah, that was in
Anyways, he's been but like they
Like-
basically have this fucking fight on the staircase that's like being crumbled by this dragon, and like there's this huge winding staircase, and they're fucking fighting, and they're fucking just two huge dudes, and it's fucking there's a dragon overhead, and there's fucking flaming everything, dude. It's just the dopest, most epic shit.
Yeah.
Dude. Like,
Fighting on a staircase?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
a
just
crumbling staircase with like dragons or a dragon like flying by and shit.
it's fucking dope, dude.
Sick.
And he keeps just fucking stabbing the shit out of his brother, and he won't die, dude. Stabs him like.
Yeah, can we?
his eye and
Yeah.
shit, like-
Can we talk about Kyburn getting his head smashed?
Yeah, dude.
I watched
was
that-
fucking dope, dude.
I watched that 6 times, and I watched it super slow. Yeah, like here's a shot from it. Yeah, it's from the podcast, but fucking.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, Kyburn when he was like, "I'll be your queen." He just like slowly turned around, was just like, "Ah!"
It's like,
I watched that super slow motion, and like he hit his head against the concrete wall, and you see like skull fragments come out,
yeah, and then he throws him.
and he throws him.
Come out.
Yeah, when he throws him and Kyburn hits the ground, the force of him, like the momentum of his body stopping, since his skull was open, just the brains shot out.
It's fucking brutal, dude.
Yeah, dude.
He just
That's
like
sick.
smashes his head against the side of that staircase and just throws him down the stairs into like
Yeah.
this crumbled rocks, dude. It's like brutal, dude.
Yeah, and I think I could be wrong, but I think like the next shot is on the Hound, and he's just. It's so badass. The Hound's just still looking at the mound, like ignoring
He
the
doesn't
80-year-old dead guy next to him. But you can see Kyburn. I think like even his eyeballs projected
Right.
out. Like he looked like his eyes were like not in his head or eye socket. So that was pretty brutal. Props to whoever.
I just love
came
that
up with that.
fucking shit. How like I don't know, like they don't take their eyes off each other. Like the fucking the reanimated version of the Mountain is like this obedient. Like he just obeys the queen. Has always since he's been reanimated and shit. Like just does what he's told, you know. And like she's like stay by your queen. And then like he sees his brother and he's like looks at her like I pretty much got to do this. With
Yeah.
fucking like
Yeah.
just death in his eyes and shit. And then Qyburn's like, listen to your queen. And that's when he just like and like throws him down the stairs, dude. I was like, damn.
Yeah. Dude was probably gonna retire after the war and shit, get an island to himself and stuff, but he's just dead. Yeah, their battle scene was dope.
And then like they don't take their eyes off each other the whole time, and the queen's still standing there, like basically in between them. And the queen's just like looking, and she just like walks down the stairs past them all, like fuck it, like they're gonna do this shit anyways. Like
Quietly, just like, okay, I'm gonna get out of here. It's kind of like that scene from Super Troopers where Farva's just like, yep, just gonna get by. It was exactly like that. So their little fucking Clegane Bowl, the battle and shit was dope. Sandor, the Hound, fucking takes a sword and stabs him through the mountain's like torso, and just nothing. Like he pulls out the sword and just like,
yeah, he throws him down the stairs, and he just looks up and sees him pulling the sword out, just like slowly. Just
yeah,
and then he takes his armor off. He's just like fucking no armor coming at him and shit. He just keeps, and he ends up like picking him up by his fucking eyeballs with his thumbs, like picking him up against the wall and like squeezing his head, you know. And then, like he pulls out like a dagger and starts like stabbing him everywhere and shit. Like fucking die.
yeah. He was literally stabbing him. He was like, fucking die.
And he felt like finally gets him like through the forehead, dude. And he just like steps back, and then like he's just like basically like done for, dude. He's got nothing left in him, and he just sees him pulling it out of his head. So while he's doing it, he just like with whatever he's got left, he just gets up and like just runs at him full force into the wall, and they fall out of the wall into the fire and die, dude.
Yeah.
Off the building, dude.
Like
Fucking dope,
that
dude.
stairwell where they have the fight is like almost at the top of the castle. So when the Hound tackles the mountain, they go through the wall, the stairwell wall, and it's just like so high up that they're falling into like a pit of fire. And the fucking
Just the symbolism of wrapping that story up with fire, like how it starts with him
Yeah.
burning them in the fire and shit. It's like fucking
yeah,
dope.
the whole reason that their beef happened was that I mean they're brothers, but like the Mountain burning his face for playing with the Mountain's toy, and then the Hound killing the Mountain at the cost of his own life, but killing the Mountain by fire.
Terminator shit, bro.
Yeah. No thumbs up though.
Yeah, it'd be funny. He's like on the way down.
Yeah, so R.I.P. The Hound.
Or, yeah, for sure.
Dopest
Sick.
character.
Sick closure.
Yeah.
It was really
Sounds
good,
like
dude.
Real sick closure.
It was like real epic, dude.
How many seasons was deep was that?
Season 1, episode 1, dude.
Right
Oh,
off
from
rip.
rip. So
Right
the
off
whole,
rip.
the whole
Yeah.
fucking series.
You
is
probably
that.
fell asleep right before you see the first
Bro.
interaction of them, where they like.
Season 1, episode 1. I seen these walkers in the snow,
That's all you remember.
and then I passed the fuck out
Yeah, that's like 4 minutes in. That's
4
I know,
times
it's
in
not
a
even
row. Straight up, it's 4 different days. Tried it.
That's hilarious.
I think I just need to like honestly just skip around, like fucking almost skip season 1.
probably not.
No,
I
Oh,
mean, you
man.
do you, Brett, but I mean,
I feel like if I just watch a couple episodes,
dude, there's so much that gets wrapped up in season 8 that it starts in season 1. Like, basically, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Shit starts and carries through the entire series.
just constant build-ups of like storylines and stuff.
Yeah. Then basically, Arya's running around through town, just like real quick. Won't
Saving
focus.
people and stuff.
Yeah, trying to save people. Won't spend too much time on that because it's just her running around,
Right.
facing all that shit. Like after she left the Hound to survive, she's just caught in the madness that's going on in the capital city. Just the buildings falling apart, people being burned alive. She's cutting corners and shit.
Like, the good main character burned down the whole biggest city in the whole fucking story. Like, the biggest city in the story burned the whole fucking thing down, dude. Like,
goddamn.
Yeah,
all the innocent people and shit.
kind of a bitch move. It was something that the whole series was building
Right.
on her to be the savior and stuff like that, which her intentions were, but
Her intentions were to break the wheel of, like, power and, like, terrible rulers and stuff. But
then she was
she
just
ends
the
up just
run of the
being the
mill.
wheel, being
Yeah.
a bigger version of it.
Man, things were good with Bobby Baratheon. Like honestly, a
Really, though.
fat, drunk, fucking whore banging king. Things were
Right.
good.
We're even better off with Joffrey
Yeah.
than what's going on right now.
Yeah. Just don't go to the capital if Joffrey's king, really.
Right.
And then what? Fucking Jamie bumps into Cersei in the map room,
Yeah.
and they share a moment. They're brother and sister, and they fuck. They
Hell
love
yeah.
each other. That's why they fuck.
Fuck hard.
They fuck good. That's so weird to say. They fuck good.
It's for the times though, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
What do you mean?
it's a big thing right now. on the
Royal
internet.
incest.
Oh.
Wait,
Incest
what?
porn.
Oh, is it?
Oh, I was just saying like
You meant that time. You thought he meant that time, but
Like
he's saying
Romans
now,
Times
right?
and
well,
the
Right.
both.
Egyptians,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's coming back around, man.
I mean, I'm sure it's always down there, just suppressed by whoever's into it.
For
you know?
sure.
Right. They're
It's
not about to
making a
tell you that.
comeback.
Like,
Yeah, I don't know if somebody photoshopped it just because of the Starbucks thing, but when Jamie and Cersei embraced, you can see Jamie's hand
yeah.
like it was a regular hand. It wasn't the golden.
Wait, what?
So when they hugged each other, embraced each other, his right hand was, behind her, and they were saying that it wasn't the golden hand. It was like it was homeboy's regular hand.
Like an accident, or they put it in there on purpose? Like that?
Accident.
Right.
Like, the Starbucks cup thing.
Oh damn.
Oh, now they forgot
I
his
didn't
golden.
hear about that.
Yeah, I saw a picture of it, but I didn't know if it was just somebody trolling, just like photoshopping shit.
Right.
Like, look what they did.
Right.
Like, oh, you're a Daenerys fan, aren't you? Yeah, I'm
Right.
so upset that she's like evil. That doesn't make sense. Like, no, it makes perfect sense.
Right.
Do you know who her dad is?
If it doesn't make sense, it's because the fucking show did a poor job of leading you there.
Yeah, so it's not entirely your fault, but
Right.
and what they fucking run off.
They basically try to go through with that plan of escaping that Tyrion set up for them.
Yeah,
So they're going down underneath in the skull room or whatever with
Yeah,
all
with
the
all the
dragon,
dragon
old dragon
skulls.
skulls and shit.
metal as fuck,
Yeah.
and everything's blockaded off by all the rubble.
Right. It just stuff's collapsing, so all the exits are fucking toast.
Dude, I know, like Cersei's, kind of a piece of shit,
Yeah.
but I felt for her. That scene and shit.
Yeah, I know they were trying to make me, but I still didn't, just 'cause I
You
don't.
didn't give a fuck.
I didn't care.
I kind of cared.
I cared for Jamie more, just
Yeah.
like I cared because of like I see what they were doing with that scene. They're like, I don't know.
That shit I think's gonna, maybe it won't because it's only one more episode, but I feel like that shit is gonna play a role with Tyrion when he
think
finds
you
out
might
that
think that. Wait.
the
what?
Jamie and alright, so Dany not taking his
Oh, yeah.
advice of when the bells are being rung, that means they are surrendering, and there's no need to kill innocents. But since she just basically burnt the whole city down, and her actions ended up killing Tyrion's brother and sister and unborn nephew or niece.
Right.
Like, I feel like that's gonna play a part with Tyrion's character.
Like he's gonna be like,
Basically, go to Jon Snow. Let's take this fucking blonde-haired
Right.
bitch out.
right, if the fucking torching of the whole fucking city wasn't
Yeah,
enough.
that's
right,
yeah.
I feel like
think-
that's gonna be enough for everybody's just gonna. I think it's just gonna be like pretty much immediately like, yeah, we got to do something. Like, I don't think there's gonna be much like scenes where they're just hanging out and them talking to each other. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Like, I feel like Jon Snow would be like, oh, well, she burnt the city down, and I mean, she's my queen, and I don't agree with it. But then it's like, yeah, she killed a unborn baby. Just kill this bitch.
Right.
Like, that
Right.
does-
Yeah,
like,
right.
that's just the character Jon Snow is.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. It was weird. Like, yeah, she's a bitch, Cersei, but at the same time, I guess just how well played she is by
Yeah.
Lena Headley or something. How well played she is by her. She showed like she can make a switch, like evil bitch
To like,
in the same episode. Evil bitch, like no,
like cornered, scared bitch. Fucking-
yeah,
right.
just like being
Right.
comforted by Jamie and shit, and just in the background, just each fucking pillar and each like
Oh, wow.
section of the basement just collapsing, and it just
Yeah.
finally collapses on them. Like, hey, they loved each other.
Right.
Kind of weird, but they died in each other's arms. I mean, I guess.
That's kind of the only thing that. It's just because I wanted to see a different death for her, I guess. But I guess I did feel for her in a certain way.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, she got more than a lot of characters got. She got to die with the one person she actually loves, at least. As scared as she was about it, but whatever.
I think it's just the level of her I don't know, significance in character,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they did it.
Right. I don't know. I just wanted to see Jamie fucking finally see her for what she is and have him be the one that actually kills her, but we just didn't. I didn't get it.
Yeah,
Didn't
everybody
get that,
did.
so-
That was a big thing. People were like, he's going to choke her with the golden hand. I was
Yeah.
like,
That's what I wanted, but whatever. I liked it. I liked how they wrapped Jamie up. How like as good as he turned into, and like as good of a person as he was at certain points, there's some things you just can't change about people, and he just can't help who he loves and shit like that. I kind of like that. It's kind of realistic, you know, like
the fucking truth, man. The relevance of like Brienne going for that fucking sly Zach Morris looking shitty dude, and here's Torment.
Right.
Yo, babe.
Yeah, I know.
I'm the king of the North.
He's like, you trying to go to the north?
We make giants together.
Right.
She's like, I don't know. He's got blonde hair. It's cool.
That's funny.
Fucking
He's
giant babies.
giant babies, yeah.
Two
Bri-
big people.
Yeah, the dude I'm talking about, Tormund, he's a giant. Basically, he's a big man. And Brienne, this other chick, she's a big woman. And if they would have fucked, they would have had a giant kid.
The
Just
kid
like,
would just come out 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
yeah, just like she's just
Baby.
pushed, and it's just like a man with a beard, like the fucking axe. Born
Ready
with
to
axe.
go. Born into battle.
Just kills the doctor.
Jesus.
He's like, it's a boy. And then what? The queen is dead.
And Arya White's off on
The white horse, yeah.
the white horse.
It's like Halloween 2 Rob Zombie shit.
Right.
It's a great movie.
Halloween 2 Rob Zombie? Yeah. Great. It's even better when you watch it, when you watch yourself thrown in a trash can.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Brett.
Yeah, Brett.
Oh, yeah.
he's trying to participate, and he's like, yeah, that movie, and just like, shut up, Brett. Just shut up.
Hey,
Just so mean. I'm sorry.
fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah, she takes off on a white horse, and then
And that was that.
the last episode's next Sunday, and
Then I can kill myself.
yeah, then George Ricky Martin can fucking release his books. He's like, here's my version.
Right. He's like,
Bad
bam.
boy.
Did you ever listen to his laugh?
No,
He's got the funniest fucking laugh.
George
He's got
R.
like
Martin.
he's got like a fat guy laugh. Dan, can you look this up, dude?
He just
Just
like
look
he
up
just
George R. Laughing or something.
If he was on one of those dating games from the 70s where it's like 3 dudes trying to date this one chick, and she asked him like
Yeah, whatever. Whoever will pop up a video of him talking and laughing. George R. Martin.
he was on like a 70s dating show, and like the first question he gets asked, he's like, wow, and he just laughs, and she's like, okay, contestant number 3. Just like skip right over.
Actually, look up oh yeah, there you go. That might actually work. I've never seen that, but. Yeah, dude. Straight up.
Yeah.
We just replay that every time.
Hey, you remember Billy Madison? That fucking he had his assistant do that one dude's laugh.
Oh yeah, dude. He's like
Carl,
Hey, dude,
yeah.
Carl,
hey,
yeah, can you do Carl's laugh?
he's like, that's pretty good. Thank you.
I don't know. Nothing's better than fucking good old George W.'s fucking laugh.
Let's hear it.
Me?
I think Ken's
I want to hear Brett's real quick.
kind of like. Can't even do it. Oh, it's great.
I can't do it. I used to be able to do it.
It's all in the throat.
Maybe it's because he's not president anymore. I don't know.
Can you do it, Trump? Then
He's laughed.
I just meant I just meant an impression in general. I
Oh.
just never heard you. Can you do it, Trump? He's like, I don't even want to try.
No, first he's talking about slaves, and then I'm trying to laugh like Donald Trump. That's fucked up.
Right.
Like, how do we have -6 subscribers now? How did that happen? I can't do it anymore. I think it's all the cigarettes I smoke.
Fuck yeah. Sick.
Yeah, so that's that episode. I don't know, Brett. How have you been?
Pretty good, man. You know, been playing Diablo 3.
Oh yeah, I'm what?
Switch.
It's on the Switch now.
Yeah, it's grinding.
He just loving it.
It's exclusively playing that too. Just fucking exclusively watching anime, exclusively playing Diablo 3 on the Switch. Portable.
How does it work on the Switch? Do you just like move around like a normal game, or
Yeah.
do you click?
It's basically console.
I know I've never seen it on the console either.
Moving around and then you just hotkey.
Like you don't have. It's not like a RTS like it is on computer where you click.
You're
where you
not
go.
clicking, no.
Right.
That would be sick because I fucking played Diablo 2 since I was a kid, man.
Right.
Like I was on that shit when I was 7.
Just get it on your fucking little laptop there.
Yeah, I do.
Diablo 3.
Oh no, doesn't. It just wouldn't run it.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking whack.
Well, how old is that
It's
MacBook?
2012.
Oh yeah.
2012 MacBook Pro. Shit. I mean, I don't know. It's fucking works. It's just old and slow. And
What up? What up, Mike Bell? Yeah, it's Brett.
yo.
Fucking
yeah.
I felt like we were gonna talk about that episode longer than we did, but I guess
Majority of it was
I mean,
kind of
it's just
taken
kinda-
up.
Yeah, majority of it was just like shit blowing up. Which how much can you
Yeah.
really talk about that? You know.
Yeah. I guess it's time to pull things out of my sleeve. I gotta go.
Yeah.
What'd you think about Detective Pikachu, Brett?
Just gonna say that.
Right.
Fucking.
Oh,
Hey.
great.
Hell yeah.
There's where I zone out. No, I'm just joking.
No, that shit
He's
was
just
tight.
like literally.
They did it fucking really well. It's crossover, man.
Yeah.
Fucking. They
What was
had
your
an-
favorite scene in it?
Dude, definitely the scene where homeboy's running out and he's just like, you don't hear him talking. It's because it had to have been something from what I sniffed in my nose, and
Right,
that's
yeah.
why I hear this Pikachu talking.
Yeah, that's
That
funny.
this had to have been the best scene, but no, they just fucking did real well with like making people incorporated, because you know, the whole show is based off 10-year-old, essentially. You know what I mean? They're like kids throughout the whole series.
Right.
So
Or-
putting an adult, it's 21, kind of makes it work better, rather than it being a child
Right.
running around with Pokemon.
Yeah, how much is like a little child really gonna be honing in on the mystery that they were trying to figure out?
Yeah,
You
and
know what I'm
like
saying?
playing the idea, like the game itself, you know, you just got 10-year-old kids and parents are just like, all right, fucking travel the world, bro. Here's a backpack, here's some shoes, here's a fucking pair of clothes, and see ya.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you're just like, I'm not going to make any income. I'm just going to go around fucking battle people for Pokeballs. Pokemon, you know, fucking battling shit.
You said it was live action?
Real people.
How'd they do the Pikachu?
It's all CGI
Oh.
really well.
It was actually really done really well, to be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah.
Like it was enough like cartoony that, you know what I mean? It wasn't too real. It was enough where it's like it's plausible as what you would assume it to be, a fucking cartoon in a show. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like they made it look where it's like fucking Transformers, you know what I mean? Like the same type of idea where it's like looks where how they shot it and everything plays out properly. Looks well. It doesn't look fucking fake and super shitty CGI. And
Yeah, it's not like they're fucking. The art style was cartoon on top of.
yeah.
They
It's
give
not
out
like
like
Roger Rabbit style where it's just
No.
cartoon on top of live action. It's
No,
like
it's-
actually like.
they give out like free Pokemon cards and shit.
They did.
Did
Yeah.
they really?
I remember.
Did
I
they really?
remember when I saw the first Pokemon movie, released in the U.S. or whatever, back in like '99 or some shit. They gave everybody a card. I think you had to
Ancient
be
Mew.
they had to give. Was it that card?
You get the Ancient Mew card.
At this one or?
No, the 99.
Yeah, I couldn't remember
It was
what.
Pokemon 2000.
Yeah.
And I bought that shirt and put it on my kid when I took him. He was wearing the fucking Ancient Mew shirt.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It is sick. Yeah, man. That
Was this like made in Japan, like made by like a Japanese company? And it was just like
I don't know. There's
then
English
just released
actors
in the
there.
U.S. or something.
There's a lot of English actors.
Oh,
It's
okay.
made
Yeah.
by a company called the Pokemon Company.
Yeah.
I don't know who
Real
what the
original.
deal is. Right. I don't know
Probably
who like
owned
is-
by Disney or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not actually sure, but
I mean, everything's owned by Disney. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
I
true.
know a lot of stuff is for sure now. It's just they're just getting more too.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, Brett, if if somebody was gonna make an autobiography about your life, who would you want it directed by, and who would you want playing you?
All right. So I was just thinking about this earlier today.
Funny you said that.
Yeah.
No.
Now it sounds like we talked about this
alright.
before, but really we.
We'd have to have like Seth Rogen direct it, but Alex Jones playing me as a 21-year-old.
Alex Jones. Just like Alex
I'm just
Jones.
picturing Alex Jones dressed the way you do.
Alex Jones playing high school football and shit. And then,
At like 50.
yeah, dude, looks like Shrek. Yeah, real quick, he just showed me a picture of the mountain from last night's episode, photoshopped as like the Shrek.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, the mountain when he took his armor off and his mask, I was like, oh man, it looks like if Darth Vader and
Yeah.
Vari's fucked.
That's what my girl said. She was just like, it's like a big Darth Vader,
Yeah.
pretty much. Pretty
Alex
much, yeah.
Jones, huh? You fucking love that guy, don't you, dude?
No, but he's got a point. You know what I mean? With the
He's
gay
got a
frogs.
I don't know what the gay frogs.
Yeah, the gay frog water.
When people bring up Alex Jones, I just don't take him seriously ever, dude. I'm like, cool. And
Yeah.
then I just check out. No matter what you say after that, I'm not listening, dude.
Well, you don't believe in like ice walls, dude? You know what
I mean, in Game of Thrones.
That was tight.
Flat Earth.
Oh, here we go, flat Earth, bro.
Yeah.
We need to get you and Devin on a podcast talking about flat Earth, dude.
It's just whack.
I thought you were into it.
Nah, man. I don't believe in anything.
What do you mean, nah, man? Because like you would spend like countless hours at work talking about
Here
flat.
we
Were you
go.
just trolling on me because you knew it bugged me?
Dude, I fucking talk about all these conspiracies and shit like that just to fucking get people like riled up and thinking
Yeah, at work, you're getting me riled
Literally.
up at work when it's like 95 degrees and shit.
everything. I don't know.
It's just funny. He would just be talking about flat Earth or whatever. Some chemtrails. Chemtrails are the big one that would just piss me off. He would just start talking about chemtrails, and I'm like,
I mean,
you wouldn't even be talking to me. You'd be talking to another cook, but you would talk about chemtrails, knowing that I would drop my knife and be like, dude, shut the fuck up.
bro, chemtrails though. You know what I mean?
Oh, God damn it, Brett. What about him, Brett?
Yeah, let me hear a fully thought out theory you got on him, Brett, right now.
I don't, dude. They could be real. They couldn't be real. Who knows? You know what I mean?
I thought
you could
were
maybe
dead serious.
name your fucking paper that, but you can't just give me that as an answer, Brett. Let's hear
Yeah.
this theory, dude.
Playing in the middle, but you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely fucking some crazy shit going on. You just gotta look up, man.
Oh no.
Hey. Hey.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. It's fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, there's some fucked up shit out there. But chemtrails. What else we got?
I don't know, man. Fucking, Cocaine Island. You know about that?
What's Cocaine Island?
There's this documentary that just came out a little while ago. I haven't seen it yet, but I was just listening to a podcast with the director. And he's talking about this story of Cocaine Island where there's this buried treasure of like 78 pounds of cocaine on an island somewhere. This guy just happened to get fucking told the story over and over, and a bunch of people were just like, we're going to go get this treasure. 78 pounds of cocaine. It's a lot of money, and they're like, "Fuck it." And I don't know. I didn't hear the rest of the story. I don't know. Yeah,
Did you fall asleep?
nah. Killed the podcast after that, but I thought you guys would know.
Do they find it? Do you know?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Do they find it?
They find the weed
Is it weed or?
or coke, but the guy who he hired to go dig it up was like this Mexican drug dealer, and the guy finds the cocaine and sends him a picture of it, and then he can't get a hold of him for a while, so he's like, what, this guy just totally ripped off the cocaine, and I guess he finally gets a hold of him, and he pulls up, and he's like, gives him the keys to a car or whatever, and he says, yeah, it's all in the trunk, and then the guy goes out to the car and opens the trunk, and then he's surrounded by law enforcement, like, put the fucking cocaine down.
Yeah.
Rip.
That's fucked.
Bunch of snitches.
Bro.
Speaking of snitches, I meant to say this, but Tyrion is a little goddamn snitch.
It is.
Talking about fucking Game of Thrones again.
Game of Thoughts. Bunch of whores.
I do like that he told Varys, though. He was like, it was me, man.
Yeah, at least he had the balls, I
Right.
guess, to do that. He showed Varys that he had balls, even though Varys doesn't
Right,
literally have balls.
right. They had that weird conversation, many weird conversations about that, to be honest.
The eunuch?
Mm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Sick.
them in this show.
There's a whole army of
Yeah. Like
eunuchs.
Fuck yeah. This is the times, man.
Incest
People
is
love
coming
cutting
back
their
and
dick off.
fucking, yeah.
Cutting dick and balls off.
Remember that rapper that cut his dick off?
No.
The cheeky boom boom yeah guy, Informer. I was hoping it was him.
Farmer. Talking about snow.
I
I
lost my kibbles in bed.
Chicken boom,
What a fucking early 90s Canadian white rapper.
Glasses and shit.
A cheeky boom boom yeah. What are
Cheeky
those
boom
lyrics,
boom,
though?
yeah.
Oh, was it the dude from Wu-Tang? Yeah.
Who?
I feel like this was a couple years ago maybe.
What the fuck?
I don't know, he took some
Full screen it and let's see what's up.
would he take some fucking drugs and he was like, my dick, man, it's on fire, cut it off.
There's no video of him talking about it? You always zooming with your blind ass.
Introduce yourself.
Yo, it's Christ Prayer from the West Coast
Zooming.
Wu-Tang Killer Bees, North Star in the building. You know what it is.
Okay, so you're affiliated with the Wu-Tang Clan. How exactly?
Give this guy 2 hits of weed. Look
We're
what we
the
got
first
here,
West
dude.
Coast Wu-Tang affiliate division to be signed by RZA himself. You know, we got it straight from the horse's mouth as far as the wisdom of Allah. But other than
So you
Row camp,
signed-
really under LT Hutton. I wasn't a part of Death Row, but I was in that camp. I seen, Tupac at his height. Hell no. I call it
What's going on with the video? What is this?
a media misconception.
Let's
Of the
let him
truth.
get to it. Then.
Another illusion, because I love my life so much. Anybody who knows me know my life is more precious than yours, in all due respect. But that we said, no, I just was high. I was high as a kite, I was high as this motherfucking shit. And it was a flooper, like my niggas would watch say. It was more than a mistake. It was a flooper.
Okay, so
You know?
first of all, what were you high off of?
I was high off, first of all, I was high off no sleep,
Okay.
I was high off no sleep, I'm
That's
somebody
not
to
how you
study people like,
start
Max Flint, come on, Master Farad Muhammad, you know what I'm saying, to, just really deep, Aleister Crowley, just extreme characters. And yeah, I was high off no sleep because I study rigorously,
Okay.
beyond
So basically
religiously.
you're just an idiot.
And with that
is
being
what
said, I
you're
hang out with
saying.
rock stars. So I was high off
cool.
PCP, that was my main drug of
Wrap
choice.
that
But I was
up
hanging out with some
real
white
quick.
dudes.
he said,
So Aleister
yeah, I
Crowley.
was high off no sleep. First off,
And from
first off, the
studying.
biggest thing, yeah, studying hard as shit. I'm fucking reading these books. I'm fucking. I got no sleep. Like gone. Can't even think straight because I've been studying and putting so much knowledge in my brain. I got nothing there.
Dude, fucking.
And then I smoked a little PCP, so I was a little high on that. But yeah,
Did he even say that?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. At least
'Cause
there's a drug in there, but still. Like,
Yeah, I feel like he opened up with like I was high off sleep because if he was just like PCP, it's like, oh, this dude's a fucking. It's like, well, let me explain first. I was, high off, not sleeping because I was studying. And then it's like, okay, buddy,
Crowley,
like
right.
substance. He's like PCP. I'm like, okay, there we go. Cut the cameras. It's like, what about the interview for my next album? Nobody gives a shit. Shut the fuck up. You just look like a bummy ass fucking version of the game.
For real.
A joke.
How you gonna be so nonchalant about this too? By the way.
Yeah, I'll do an interview. I ain't got no dick. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I left the house.
I'm crazy. Like, that's how fucking desperate this dude is. He's like, I cut my fucking dick off, but I'm trying to release this album.
That shows how
Bro, do an
desperate the
interview.
fucking
Alright.
rap community is, dude.
I'm about to promote this shit. No dick.
I don't give a fuck.
It's like, how many tracks on your new album?
I
He's
like how he said
8.
it. First of all, it wasn't a mistake. It was a fluke. It was worse than a mistake.
Bigger than a mistake.
Oh, wait, he said fluke?
He said floozy or some shit.
Floop or a
Flooper.
So,
Bro,
Let's hear it again. Let me.
It's a
it was a fluke.
He said it's bigger than.
Floopty.
Crowley.
Just-
Like my niggas would watch say, it was more than a mistake. It was a flooper.
Okay, so
Fluke.
first of all, what were you high off?
So I think that's like a fluke.
I was high off.
But
First of
usually
all, I was
when
high off
people
no
say,
sleep.
Oh man, that was just a
you know?
fluke. Means that there's gonna
I was
be
high off
another
no
chance.
sleep,
Like
you know?
in
Somebody
hockey,
study
like,
people
oh,
like,
that was a fluke goal,
Max
like
Flynn.
a bad rebound.
This
You
dude's
know,
like, that hardly ever happened.
Come
Yeah,
on.
but this dude cut his dick off, and he's like, that was just a fluke.
Yeah, like
Like
you're
what?
damn right. It's a
That
fluke
shit ain't
you can never do again, or
It's not gonna
come
happen
back
again.
from.
Like, probably not in your situation.
Right.
How's it feel being the game's younger, more dumber brother? He's like, that shit's a fluke. Ain't gonna happen again. My ma's dead, so she ain't having no more kids, I don't think. It's a fluke. When'd your new album come out?
Yeah, I cut my dick off.
Yeah, I cut my dick off.
Yeah.
I was sleepy.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to promote
I'm
this?
sleepy, dog.
Yeah. Yeah, I cut my dick off. How am I supposed to fucking release this new album for promotion? I ain't got social media. So I cut my dick off. And here we are. It's like that
Just
drum.
watch that whole video one more time. Yeah.
Yo, it's Christ Bear from the West Coast Wu-Tang Killer Bees North Star in the building. You know what it is.
Okay, so you're affiliated with the Wu-Tang Clan. How exactly?
Meaning we the first West Coast Wu-Tang affiliate division to be signed by RZA himself. You know, we got it straight from the horse's mouth as far as the wisdom of Allah goes.
Okay, so and it's Killer Bees is the name of the group, or is it more
West
of
Coast
a
Killer Bees. It's West Coast Killer Bees.
Okay, West Coast Killer
Yeah,
Bees.
it's something that was started by Doc
Yeah,
Doom,
he's
rest
like,
in peace. You know what I'm saying? It's West Coast
Told
Killer
you I'm
Bees. I
dumb,
mean,
dog.
it's a name that we all agreed upon, but yeah, Doc Doom, rest in peace. West
Okay.
Coast Killer Bees.
Like, who are some of the other notable members from the Killer Bees?
You had Monk, Crisis, and shout out to Miko from the North Star. That's my group member, Miko the Pharaoh and shit. Doc Doom, rest in peace, and Holocaust. You know, he in prison right now, but them two solidified and certified members.
They
Cut
cut
around.
it down.
Those
'cause
still
he was
six
just
guys
naming
original.
his homies who
West Coast
weren't.
Killer Bees.
All this
Okay,
shout out.
like who from Wu-Tang have you done music with?
I started at 9 members. I'll say probably RZA, and other than that, I've done members with, you know, everybody from the Killer Bees. You know, it goes on.
Yeah.
You know, the list would.
He's like, so
stagger
you
you.
cut your dick off, right?
Sure. Now, you were in the news not too long ago for something that sounded really, really
Look at his
crazy.
face.
True indeed.
So let's talk about what led up to that situation.
What led up to that situation was just a long line of me being, you know, just a hip hop fanatic. Actually, you know, sex, drugs, and hip hop. You know, ever since I started off with the Death Row camp, really under LT Hutton. I wasn't a part of Death Row, but I was in that camp. I seen, you know, Tupac at his height. You know, was in there with Snoop Dogg was recording Dogfather and going through his trial and shit like that. Just, you know, shout out to Long Beach, shit, OGs, you know, who started this shit off and got me and my brother Miko from North Star started into this shit. And, you know, we met and then we were RZA, you know, then it was, you know, rambunctious characters like Old Dirty Bastard, you know what I'm saying? I was around and shit like
Beating
that.
around the
And,
bush, buddy.
you know, those type of lifestyles that I wanted to mimic and I was a part
The
until I
amount of
found my own
fucking
niche
dope
and then it was
rappers
just kind
you
of
know
like,
doesn't change the fact that you cut your dick off.
yeah, I fell
dude.
back into
Get to
a
it.
hole that was, you know, I would say the illusion of hip hop, you know, because I definitely realized that there is an illusion, you know, to everything, life.
Okay.
You dig?
So-
don't dig cutting dicks off. buddy.
You had a suicide attempt.
I mean,
you call it that?
Fluke.
hell no. I call it
Bro.
a media misconception, you know, of the truth. Another illusion, you know what I'm saying? Because I love my life so much. Anybody who knows me know my life is more precious than yours, in all due respect. But that we said, no, I just was high. I was high as a kite, you know. I was high as this motherfucking shit. And it was a flooper, like my niggas would watch say. It was more than a mistake. It was a flooper.
Okay, so
You know?
first of all, what were you high off of?
I was high off, first of all, I was high off no sleep, you know.
Okay.
I was high off no sleep, you know. I'm somebody study people like, you know, Max Flint, you know, come on, Master Farad Muhammad, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, just really deep, you know, Aleister Crowley, you know, just extreme characters. And yeah, I was high off no sleep because I studied rigorously, you know,
Okay.
beyond religiously.
They all cut their dicks
And
off.
with that
and
being
those
said,
are
I hang
rappers
around
I
rock
looked up to.
stars. So I was high off
So they helped me
PCP,
cut my dick off.
you know.
After
That was my
smoking
main
PCP.
drug of choice. But I was hanging around some white dudes this time, and they had some meth floating around. And I just got in town from Ohio. I was in the Woo Mountains and shit, where we go to sober up and shit like that. So I wasn't fucking with nothing. But I came back, and it was Molly was the new thing. Fuck with some Molly. So what wasn't I high off that night? You know what I'm saying? Well, it got reported it was PCP. A lot of shit got reported it wasn't right and exact. But PCP was something I was high off of.
Okay, and you heard
he just said
crazy
meth and
stories
Molly
about
too,
people
right?
off
Mm.
PCP.
It's a lethal
You know,
combo.
All my
like,
life,
you know, like
all my life.
super
No sleep.
super strength and, you know, all
And
types of other,
knowledge.
you know,
All my
people
life.
lifting up
Don't
cars.
forget
and-
knowledge.
like, how long have you
He
been
was
taking
out that
PCP
knowledge.
at that point?
He's like, I don't even need this thing.
I'm from the east side of Long Beach, so that shit's riddled with my family and shit. That's like a notorious drug on the east side of Long Beach, really. You know, my family owned a mortuary across street from Poly on
What
the
if
east
the
side.
dude, the dude
You know what I'm
interviewed
saying?
him was just
And
like,
they
yo,
my uncle used to have
get
that
on
shit,
that drum
the
kit
bomber
right now,
fluid.
dog.
So I started taking that shit as a
He's like, what?
teenager
You got-
for
wait,
the
what?
first time. As a young teenager, I would
We
say.
brought the drum kit. I'll get on
I
it.
don't know. I tried maybe 16.
Dickless. Nobody.
You know,
Okay.
but I didn't really take it rigorously and made it a part of my diet until 21. You know what I'm saying? But we were
Alright.
21.
I don't
Okay,
think he's going anywhere
and
else with
you know,
this.
apart from this situation, what
And then
My
he's just like,
newborn,
the guy interviewing
And then
was
her
just like,
mother was in
after
Ohio.
20
and She
minutes
was
of him
saying,
just blabbing.
now you got
the
another
guy
restraining
interview's
order, nigga. So
So why'd
now
you cut
sometimes
your
when I
dick
see
off?
niggas that
Just
commit
asking him.
suicide and shit, I be wondering,
Cut your
damn,
dick
you
off.
know,
What
how
was
many
that
baby
about?
mamas they got.
But you had to have been high, right? He's like, yeah, off no sleep. That shit ain't gonna happen again because there's a floopsy.
I've been sleeping though.
I went to Floopsy Burger, ordered a number 2 McFloopy. I cut my dick off.
In the bathroom.
And there's a little bit of PCP and meth.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But he's
Just
like,
a little
but actually high off of, he's like, meth, PCP, and Molly because it was the new thing. And I cut my dick off.
I wasn't high on anything. I was up in the mountains.
Yeah. I wasn't.
And you know there ain't that much air up there, but in the mountains.
He was like, I was tight as shit up in Sober Mountains, coming down from PCP, meth, and Molly because it was the new thing. And I made a floopsy, as Marky Mark would say. I cut my dick off.
Marky Mark.
Large Fry McMohammed was working at Floopsy Burger. I said, let me get a McFloopsy. And he's like, praise be Allah. But the McFloopsy is actually meth Molly because it's new and PCP.
Yeah, that's just what he's really saying.
Yeah, he
It's
just puts in
a
the bag.
combination of all those.
He said
That's what
Large Fry
Floopsy is.
Mohammed.
He really.
Yeah, in the beginning, or like, I don't know what, but he just was blabbing. He was like, Mark with
Yeah.
Mark with a C, Mark Z.
Carcass.
Tom Juan,
Shout
Snoop
out.
Dogg when he was going through his trial shit and he
He's
still
like,
had a dick.
He's like, yo, I asked you about your dick, dog. Quit bringing up people.
He was like, yeah, but before I cut off my dick, let me just tell you who I was hanging out with. I was hanging out with Snoop Dogg through that trial shit.
Right, like, okay.
Snoop Dogg still had a dick at that time.
You should have asked him if you should have done that or something.
Tupac at the height of his career, he still had a dick. I was hanging out with RZA too. He had a dick too.
He's
and,
just,
and then I was
everybody
hanging out
had
with
a counter almost.
yeah,
That was-
Ghostface Killer. He had a dick. Raekwon, he had a dick. That motherfucker Suge Knight, he had a dick. Even that.
ODB had a dirty dick.
Yeah. Then when I went to Brooklyn to hang out with P Diddy, he had a dick. Mace had a dick.
He's just naming.
Lil Kim had a dick.
Yeah, you just naming up all the rappers that you know.
And he was like, you know what? I'm about to go to Sober Mountain and take all these drugs that Large Fry Muhammad gave me. And then I said, I don't need a dick. What did you use to cut your dick off? He's like,
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, where's
You-
the details?
He was like, well, I was on Sober Mountain and I'm dumb as
kept
shit.
slamming it in the car door.
Oh no.
No, he probably put it on like a boulder and took like a rock and was just like,
Oh my god.
He's just like in between each. He's just like,
Yeah, right.
Large Fry Muhammad reporting.
You guys remember that PE or BEP Pain Olympics? BEM Pain Olympics?
What is it? I don't even know what that is.
It was like early 2000s, and it was like a chain of videos of just people doing fucked up shit to their dicks.
No, that's why I've never seen that. What is going on with you, bro?
No, the shit was just going around. It's like that, like the
He
two.
said the shit was just going around.
It's like the 2 girls 1 cup thing when that was going around. You know what I mean?
I remember
Like
there
same
used to be-
time or just like how?
Yeah,
two
it was
girls, one
relatively the
cup?
same time.
I remember there used to
Yeah.
be videos of people that would take videos of them. They would like lay down on a knife while they were like jerking off, or playing with themselves, depending on the gender. But they would just like a knife would be on the ground and they just lay on it with their stomach and just slowly stab themselves while they're doing it. It was a thing for a while.
Shit was
We're gonna
fucked.
go to things that were-
Where was this a thing?
like
This was before like there was.
it was on like the fetish websites.
Yeah.
I mean,
you
like
know.
country of origin.
Oh, I don't know.
Sorry to make this a spelling bee.
Yeah.
I'm just
Anybody.
wondering where like people are like, oh,
Can you use it in a sentence?
what is this called?
Yeah, I'm not sure where the people were from that were doing it.
What they look like?
They didn't ever show their face.
Get all racist.
Right. Right. Say they were black, weren't they?
I was gonna say like Oriental,
Right.
like
Maybe some of
or
them
Honduras.
had darker skin, but there was some whites though.
They just lay on a knife,
Yeah.
like the knife was in a
Straight into
stabbing
their
mode,
gut.
and they would just lay on and.
Yep. Yep.
Or
Yep, pretty much. Yeah.
I've had people couldn't see that I was doing this, and then when I did, I was.
Nice.
I was doing that, but yeah, it was weird.
This dude said, as for the current state of his penis, he says, it's not a myth. The black man do be hanging. So I'm able to still work with what I'm able to work with, and I get it down. Then he said, the sensation is still there. I definitely still get extremely aroused if I see a beautiful woman. That being said, I definitely believe sex is for mortals, and I am God. So this is a blessing, not a curse.
So what it sounds like
Okay,
is,
dude. Right.
he's a fucking sex addict and was just like, man, my dick got cut off. Like I cut my own dick off. I'm a god now. I got rid of my vice.
Everybody's like, sure, dude.
Yeah.
So
I
Go
saw
over there and be God.
Tupac.
So he cut some of his dick off. He couldn't pay
You think
anybody.
he just tried to circumcise himself?
He could have
And
been
he's already
talking,
saying
you know,
cut
he
his
could have
dick off?
totally just like, oh yeah, I totally got a fucking huge cock still, and it's just a stump.
Right.
You never know.
Possible.
Well, he couldn't get any street cred. Like he tried paying somebody to shoot him, and the person was like, "No, I'm not doing that." He's like, "All right, I'll take matters into my own hand."
It's like, dude, you can do something else. You know that, right?
He's like, "I ain't trying to go to jail. Fuck that.
Trying to get famous.
Ain't trying to go to jail for street cred. You ain't trying. You can't get anybody. You know, you can't pay anybody to shoot you."
I love how he says
my
like
dick off.
he gets it done, like that meaning he still has sex, and then he makes that reference that sex is for mortals and he's a god. So it's like, what does that really mean, dude? Because you just said you have sex. So why say that at the end if you're not implying that you're the god in this scenario?
He's just letting it known, like, yeah.
Brown, he was there.
Right. Any of these people tell you to not to do it? How about that?
Nah,
The Colonel from Kentucky Fried Chicken, he was there.
They just basically said, "Yeah, whatever, motherfucker," and they took off. So I cut my dick off. Large Fry Muhammad, Mark's Wonders.
Mark's Wonders.
Mark's Wonders. Like, what? You're high right now? He's like, off and not sleeping. And PCP. And Myth. And a little bit of that Molly shit because it's brand new. Yeah, don't let my piano.
That brand new Molly shit.
He said brand new Molly shit. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, so that guy takes a lot of drugs. So if that shit was legal, he'd probably still have a wiener.
Maybe.
Or something. I don't know. He still doesn't have a career. I don't know. What was his name?
Yeah, I never even.
I'm about to
got
follow
that.
him on Instagram. I'd be like, yo, you that guy that cut your dick off? He's
What
like, yeah.
What if that's
Praise
just
be Allah.
every single Instagram post he has? The full comment board is just like
Oh, I'm sure. Dude.
dick jokes.
Yeah, what was his name, honestly, though? Lil Kwame?
Fuck. Now I wish Johnny was here.
Lil
He'd
Kwame.
know.
Ronald McDonald?
Talking about Detroit Mayor,
What's his name?
Kwame Kilpatrick.
No, I thought this dude's name was Lil Kwame or something.
Dude, Paul Bear is the shit.
Yeah, now I'm about to just follow Paul Bear's like tribute page on Instagram. So it's a win-win. Undertaker. The fucking fat dude. He really was a mortician.
Really?
Yeah. The dude that played Paul Bear. Yeah. Oh, dude, that's clever how he came up with that name. Paul Bear. He was like Paul Bearer. And he was a
Yeah.
mortician. That dude was for
All that stuff's coming together for kind of now. He's like, holy shit.
he was for
He
sure.
was a mortician and he.
It's only 30 years late.
Yeah. He was for sure fucking doing some weird shit with the corpses.
Oh yeah.
He was like, oh.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Let me see your Undertaker.
isn't it implied that Undertaker is Undertaker dead? No. He's just
He's still
He's
alive.
just an
He's like a
Undertaker
biker
now.
now.
like, why you gotta be so weird if you're an Undertaker? Like,
Because
Mhm.
he puts people in the coffins, though. You know
oh
what I mean?
yeah.
He tombstones.
Is that what
them.
Undertaker does though?
Yeah, yeah.
He's definitely put people in the coffins and, like,
'Cause they don't
drove
know enough
away
about
with the
fucking
car.
Death.
Yeah, Paul Bearer, dude. Fucking or no, Undertaker just tombstone. Like he made a move and people just named it after him. But it is wrestling, so.
Right.
But it's like early '90s wrestling, so it's kind of cool
Right.
because it's nostalgic to me.
Definitely is a
sick.
cool character though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he turned into like a fucking biker
Biker
dude,
guy,
like
yeah.
Kid Rock. He was just coming out
with
to
a
like
flannel and shit.
American Badass
Looking
when
like-
that song came out.
Yeah.
He would just come down the ramp on like a motorcycle and just be like,
If it's just like the lights are all off, and
Looking
it's
li-
the Undertaker with the bell, and then all you hear is bang ding.
dude. When he did the biker route, he was looking like a fucking extra on Sons of Anarchy or some shit.
That's what I was gonna say. He looked like the fucking dude from that Orange County Choppers or whatever, or
Yeah.
West Coast Choppers or whatever.
He looks like he'd be an extra in like a Danny Trejo movie. Like Danny Trejo's like, ah man, you know, I don't got any lines for you, but if you want to stand over
He's like,
there,
okay.
And he's just and fucking Mr. Taker's just like, awesome. Well, he's wearing the bandana and it would be down to here, so he's just like,
Right over his eyes.
yeah, all right, I'll just fucking wait. Where? I can't really see.
He's like, yo, man, what's your actual name? He's like, nobody's ever asked me that.
Say, well, do you have a name? He's like, it's Mark.
See, I'm just gonna go with Undertaker.
Mr.
Fuck yeah.
Taker. What's your email address? Oh, Undertaker666@gmail.com. Like, okay, we'll keep in touch, Mr. Taker. So I can go. He's like, hey, that catering table, that's just for the actors, or he's like, no, I guess you can help yourself to donuts and coffee. They've been out since 8, but okay. He's like, all right. Just takes a bunch, puts it in his denim vest and shit. He's just like, just the studio lot. He's just going really slow because it's a studio lot. You're not supposed to speed. But the funny thing is that he showed up in the studio lot at like Paramount on his chopper. Like security was like, "What? This guy just kind of showed up. Like we didn't have the gate down. He was just like, I don't know." It's like, I hope he's doing all right.
The Undertaker.
No, the security guard at Paramount. I hope you got a raise.
Right.
Oh man,
They probably
fucking
do deal with
spilled
some
coffee all over
fucked up shit.
What?
The security guards at Paramount, they probably do deal with some fucking wacky
Dude,
people.
those lots
Yeah,
are
for
huge,
sure.
man. Like any, not just Paramount, but like the on what is it?
Movie
Yeah, like where they
studios.
in studio and shit, or on
On
site.
set.
Yeah.
What is it?
On set.
On set and shit. Just
Yeah.
those lots are fucking huge.
Yeah.
It's weird to think like a lot of shit's being filmed there, like in movies and shows.
Just a
and,
bunch of warehouses, really.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Like hangars.
Set is still up on Universal.
The Psycho set.
Yeah, you can go there and see the hotel and then the house
Mm,
up
sh-
the way.
Yeah,
That's
that's
sick.
cool.
Damn.
Can you go in it and go in the shower?
So is it's a house that the company, was it Universal? It's a house that Universal paid to build and shit, and they just fucking, damn.
This is all empty though.
Right. But like, wasn't that early 60s or some shit? Damn. So they got a maintenance guy for a fucking house that,
Right. You'd think at that point in time they'd just find somewhere to actually just shoot it instead of building a fucking set for.
sounded like that Blondie song. You know which one I'm talking about. Yeah, those lots are huge, man. I want to go to Nickelodeon Studio, dude. Where they got the Double Dare.
I feel like that time's
Trying-
passed for me.
Trying to
personally,
get
but
slimed,
I
bro.
want to get. Yeah, I was just gonna
Dude,
say.
I'm trying to go on set to like the early 90s shit. Like fucking Double Dare set.
Just
or
Danny Tamborelli's still there.
he's just there like.
He's like, "You got a job for me?"
He's just, you turn the lights on, like you guys do like urban and exploring, but you do it for the early 90s Nickelodeon set, and you just turn the light. Because they closed it. Yeah, they moved or some shit. Yeah. So just go there and you just turn the lights on and just Danny Tamborelli's just sitting like Global Guts or whatever. He's just on the bleachers just like all weird and shit, like a beard.
Fucking
Bam.
Lori Beth Denberg's fucking still fat as shit, dude. Just chilling there.
She was in something.
The fridge, probably.
She needs. Oh, don't let me say it. Yeah, that's what she
Was
was
she?
in.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, she was in.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
It was like she was in a hot tub and shit, like a leopard one piece. Well, she's not gonna wear it too. Oh man, dude, I want to go on set to the Married with Children set. I want
You
that
just
fucking
fucking-
couch, dude. That crusty ass couch. With the yellow cushions and like the flowers.
Rough.
Yeah, man. Where'd they shoot fucking Are You Afraid of the Dark? I think that was Canada.
Really?
That was a Canadian show. Nickelodeon was like, hey, Canada, we'll give you fucking 400 poonteens or whatever you guys eat. Give us the rights to that show. Like Nickelodeon Muscle just showing up to
I
like
don't know, buddy.
Nickelodeon Studio like Muscle just showing up with like one
Like,
like a fucking
It's just
tight ass
like-
orange shirt and just Nickelodeon's like splat. And he's just like
but it's clearly like a super buff, but he's still like a little kid, like fully like a little kid, like ripped.
looking like Haley Joel Osteen and shit, but just buff. Wearing an orange Nickelodeon shirt and then in white it says Nickelodeon or the blimp shirt.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bringing it back. No, that'd be hilarious because, yeah, Are You Afraid of the Dark was Canadian. We'll pay. Well, that's how clueless. Like they are like 400 fucking hockey pucks or whatever you guys want. We'll
Whatever
fucking
you want.
we'll fucking give you the UP or something. But no, Nickelodeon Muscle just shows up to YTV Studios. That's the studio that created Are You Afraid of the Dark? They're like, hey, Canada, kind of like that show you got going. They're like, oh, Kids in the Hall. They're like, what? No, what is that? I don't know what Kids in the Hall is.
Sounds
No,
like
the
it'd be
other
good for-
show, Kids in the Hall of Nickelodeon. Muscle's like, what is that, like knockoff of Saved by the Bell? You guys stealing that from us? No, but they're like, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Give us that. We'll pay you 400 Timbits.
It's always 400 though. Like,
Yeah, like they're like, okay, 200 Timbits and 100 bags of ketchup chips, 50 hockey pucks, and then
50
The rest
maple
just-
leaves.
I don't know.
Maple leaves.
the rest. Yeah, that's it. Just it's a bag, like a briefcase of Maple Leafs. They just open it, Pulp Fiction style. It's just like,
Just like a gold, like, but it's orange.
yeah. They're like, is it all there, Tim? He's like, oh yeah.
Like extra water so they can have extra ice in the winter.
Yeah.
We'll give you some water. You can freeze it in the wintertime and skate on it.
Yeah.
They're like, deal. we'll even throw. We'll give you guys Mark Messier back, and they're like, okay.
Bald fuck.
We'll take him. Which team you gonna put him on? I don't know. Vancouver. Like, fuck. I love Canada. They drive real slow up there. And they don't pollute. They got those giant electrical windmills and shit, those big ass ones. That if your job was to like go up there and fix it and it caught fire, you'd be fucked.
All right. Yeah, because
Yeah. Jump. They're like, don't worry, we made this out of Timbits. Just jump.
it's just a big fucking pool of Timbits.
He's like, what kind of Timbits? We only had money. It's a new thing, Tom. We told you it's just the old fashioned Timbits. He's like, tell my wife I love her. He's just on fire. He's like, yeah, he's just breathing in all the smoke faster, so he passes out before being burned alive. He's just like,
oh my god.
and he's just like, eh. That's the last words. What's that? Yeah. Yeah.
Just jumps off.
Yeah. Those boys are tall.
Pull it up.
Pull it up.
Pull it up. R.I.P. to that guy. He's like, fuck this. I'm jumping Timbits or no Timbits.
Like he waited for like a minute for Timbits to show up. And I don't think they're coming, eh?
John, we're too high up here. We're almost 30 meters high up here. Oh, I bet if you jumped off this 30-meter windmill thing, you'd probably be traveling at 40 kilometers per second. That's too fast. That's harder than Donald Brashear's slap shot. Even though he wasn't a very good player, he had a shot. So fast. How many loonies they pay you per hour? Oh, a lot. And benefits. Yeah, that just sucks being in that scenario. Yeah, those things. I don't even know what they do.
Windmills, turbine thing. Generate power.
Ah, fuck, man. It's broke. You just hear him from the top. I don't think it
Quick
works.
Knowledge presents 5 photos taken right before death. Number 5. In 2013, a wind turbine caught fire as 2 technicians were working on it. To their horror, there wasn't anything they could do once the blaze started. The 2 embraced before one tries his luck at jumping almost 200 feet to his death, and the other tried crawling down through the tube, only to get trapped inside. They were only 19 and 21 years old. Number
Yeah, that's why
4.
they got the job.
This is Gary Slock, posing for a selfie with his mom right before their flight lifts off from Amsterdam.
I don't think it works.
That's fucked.
That is fucked.
Did you see that
Right. Right. There's
You
got to be
just
some kind of thing.
could
that
always wear one of those flying suits, wingsuits, all times.
It's just like, he's like, man, I wish this thing was working so I could catch some wind here, buddy. He's just like,
The other guy's like, they don't make wind, you fucking idiot.
oh, that would be the other side. He'd have to jump from the other side.
The other guy's just like, I got it, and just throws his coffee on it. He's like, oh.
200 feet, what, 50 meters? No,
I have no idea.
it's 3 meters to a foot.
I'll look it up right now.
I know that our dollar is way stronger than theirs.
60.
I know that.
It's basically 61 meters. 60.96 meters.
How many feet? 200 feet?
200 feet.
Oh, so when I said 40 meters.
You said 30. You'd have
30.
to double it. But
Oh, okay. Yeah.
either way, you're going to die.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Yeah, you're dead.
I remember one time
is
going.
that
to,
the dead kid right there?
anyways, I remember going to Toronto one time, and I was eating at a Mr. Sub. I guess it's their Subway. I'm not gonna say I guess. I'm Canadian. It's their Subway, and it's awesome. But I asked the clerk, and everybody's either like some sort of Asian or Hindu in Toronto. So I asked the Mr. Sub worker who happened to be Hindu. I was like, hey, where's the nearest beer store around here? I'm not from downtown Toronto. He's like, or well, if you go on York Street, go up 200 meters and take a right on Thompson Street, it'll be on the left about 20 meters. I'm like, all right. And before that, I was like already a few drinks in, and I was with my cousin. My cousin was outside just on his phone. He was like, so he's like, did you ask him about the beer store? I was like, yeah. And he's like, so where's it at? I was like, I don't know, like 500 yards that way or something. Dude started talking about meters and shit. I was like, I don't know if he was trying to have a race,
Right.
like foot race to fucking the beer store. It's like 500 meters.
Meters.
It's like, that's far. Gotta take another train.
They sell their gas by the liter and shit. You're like, I don't know how to fucking do the math on
Yeah.
Right.
You just look up like, oh man, gas is cheap here. It's only $1.23 a gallon. Like, fill her up, buddy. And he's like,
$459, please.
like, what are you talking about? It says $1.23. What do you guys drive around here? Fucking jets? Fucking Canadians. Yeah, but really, that's expensive.
Yeah.
Dollar. How many gallons to a liter? Like 3.7 or some shit.
Something like that. Yeah.
$1.23 a liter.
Yeah.
It's like $40 a gallon.
At least.
But our dollar's so strong though, so it kind of works its way out. I'm kind of curious now how much gas is in. Let's just go with Ontario because nobody else. Like, there's like 40 people that live outside Ontario.
Right.
Like the mayor of fucking Quebec, fucking Fred Bear. Is it like in Winnipeg? And like the fucking Edmonton Oilers. There you go. That's 40 people. Canada's gas price average.
Buy 10 liters, you get a free bit.
$3 a gallon. Or no, wait. Fuck it. Fuck Canada. Don't give a shit.
Damn.
Go America.
USA.
USA.
Good old
USA.
America. Hey, did you see the fucking villain in Nacho Libre, the wrestler, died in the ring?
Wait, you talking about the movie?
Yeah.
I didn't see the movie, but the bad dude
Yeah.
in Nacho Libre died.
Yeah.
He was an actual Lucha Libre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
51.
51.
He died in the ring. And there's it's the whole actual episode of their non-professional whatever. Like the professional wrestling, but you know what I mean?
I'm laughing because I've seen this video of a midget Lucha Libre guy get kicked. He's wearing a monkey outfit and he just goes flying. Have you ever seen that? Can you try to find it? I don't know what it's called, but I would just Google or YouTube Lucha Libre midget monkey suit maybe.
Midget wrestling monkey suit.
Yeah, something like that. He might have.
Ya dile a Rey Bucanero que se calle con su puta.
Yeah, this is it.
Ya, chole. Que le busque otra variante. Ya que tanto que sea una de los infumables.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Que le pase. Ahí va, mira.
That's what I like.
¿Cómo pierde? Cayó
Right on
como
that
un
dude's face.
pasaje
Yeah, head-to-head contact.
de
He
los
was
infumables.
trying to save him
que le
like a
pase.
baby. Look at him. Look how fast he gets up. He's like, wait.
Oh, R. Kelly.
Oh, shit.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was awesome. R.I.P.
Yeah, fucking make a clip of that and fucking tag Midget Danny in it.
R.I.P.
Man, how long have we been on?
Almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
I guess we could fucking get ready to wrap up.
Yeah. Well, this would be a good one. Brett?
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, Brett. Dude, next time we'll fucking... Dude, wait. Oh, yeah, chocolate milk and perch. I'm still trying to write that song. You want to do the milk challenge?
No.
I'll do it with you.
Nah.
Okay, I didn't want to do it either.
Nah,
No.
man.
Are you retiring? Is Brett retiring?
It's done. No. Just fucking...
I
I
gotta
was
walk
reading
away.
up. There's a whole fucking genetic line of people that can withstand like milk as a tolerance because we're not supposed to drink milk. You know what I mean?
Wait, what?
Like people are not supposed to drink milk when they grow up into adults. Like it's for babies. And then we're not supposed to drink milk from another species too. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fucking weird for us as animals. But there's a like select amount of people that had fucking times where they had bacteria, virus, water and shit like that. They were able to, you know, cattle fucking shit together and get their milk and drink that instead of the fucking poison water. And they built up a tolerance, you know what I mean? So it's some genetic shit where they're like,
What were the cows drinking?
huh?
What were the cows drinking?
I don't know. I'm just saying that people were drinking milk instead of water.
So you think that's where your bloodline comes from? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, 100%.
I was wondering where that was
100%.
going.
Gallon a day. You know
Speaking
what I mean?
of, how come you didn't bring a full gallon for you to drink on the podcast?
I bring
I
nothing,
thought
man.
that was the agreement. every time you're on, you just have to drink a whole gallon of milk.
Can't do
That'd be
it.
ridiculous, dude.
You smash,
Sweating.
bro. You smash milk, dude.
Yeah. I can put it back.
Just-
You smash. You drink milk.
Man,
dude.
why am I so red? Did you see that? And it went away though. It was like red as fuck for a second.
I'm white as shit.
Ken is all dark as shit too. Something's going on with these cameras and OBS or something, dude.
I like the fucking thing. Don't change it, Dan. You work tomorrow?
No. Wait, yeah. Tomorrow's Tuesday, yeah.
Oh yeah, tomorrow is Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Fuck.
So-
Trying to do fucking killing it with Ken. I've not been killing it.
Right.
I'm still Ken, but you got any shows coming up?
This Friday
We're at
at Cross Station Bar, some shit like that.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Ipsy.
okay.
Fuck yeah.
You got any shows coming up?
Yeah, I'm scheduled for to open up Coachella next year.
Next year?
Yeah.
He's like, I got
Pay-
a boy. He told me he'd hook me up next year.
Yeah, pay me first, half of it, and then I'll fucking be there, and you can pay me the rest.
Good to go.
I got to know. Brett's just like one of those like sideshow freaks at like Lollapalooza, like the cannonball guy. But he's just up there chugging milk, and people be like, "Oh, freak! Where's Jane's addiction?"
Just walking around with the hat.
Yeah,
Like,
he's wearing a ski mask though. A ski mask of a cow.
Oh man.
Chugging it. He's just like,
yeah.
98 degrees and shit. Middle of summer, he's just like,
Warm ass milk, dude.
Sweating. Fuck yeah.
I can't help it, man. When I say jokes like that, that's like that right there that I was doing. A song's like automatically just playing in my head. So I
What
was
is it?
doing that last week. I can't help it. I think it's like a mental retardation within myself. Like a song just instantly comes up in my head. I'm like, I have no shows coming up this week, but there is a show, May 25th, at the Token Lounge Origin. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Gotta try to attend that.
No,
Brett's
you-
got some music though that we're gonna play at the outro when we get out of here.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
I think that's it for number 17,
Yeah,
16. Or we're around there.
17, I think.
Just
for
round
sure.
it off.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. We'll see you next week. Here's some music from Brett.
Fuck yeah.
The cream will rise to the top, oh yeah. Macho madness, yes. No, I'm living in a nightmare. I hate your guts, and that's what's gonna be left all over the mat after WrestleMania 5! to the boiling point, yeah! Let me say it, yeah. Let me say it out loud. Outside interference here.